Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Oshale here, and today I'm super excited because I have a haul for you guys. And yes, my two last boxes of orders from Book Outlet finally came in from, around Boxing Day sale time. And I'm just so excited to show you everything that I got. So, let's get started. Alright, I'm just gonna reach down into this box and pull one out. And the first book I have here is Anne of Avonlea, which is, I believe, book 2 in the Anne of Green Gables series. This is the new publication that they have just released. I believe they're slowly releasing them with these new covers. It comes in paperback and in hardback, and I have the paperback, and I've already started reading this, and this is one of my favorite series from my childhood. It really takes me back, and I have so many great memories attached to this series. The only thing is, like I said, I started reading it, and I'm finding it a little bit difficult to read this. As you can see, it's kind of dense, and without breaking the spine. I'm very particular about my books and not really breaking the spine, and so I'm going to definitely keep this, but I think I'm actually going to repurchase this as well as repurchase the rest of the series in the hardback editions, just so it's a little bit easier to read and, I don't end up ruining this gorgeousness. But seriously, how beautiful is this cover? It's so beautiful, you guys. I absolutely love it. And you can look them up, but I believe each cover is going to be a different color, but this same sort of illustration theme. Love it! Next up, we have a book that's very, very popular here on BookTube, and that is The Winter's Curse by Marie Rutowski. Wow, that was bad. I believe this book is a young adult fantasy dystopian type novel, and this is about a society where you kind of have this kind of warring, conquering tribe of people. They go about just conquering other people, and the main girl, I want to say her name is Kestrel, but I am correct. Kestrel is the general's daughter of kind of like the conquering people, and she ends up buying a slave one day randomly, and he is, of the people that they've conquered, and I guess they end up falling in love and all these things, and Kestrel's choices are kind of limited. She can either join the military or get married. So when she kind of buys this slave, it just kind of turns everything on its head, and all these crazy things start happening. So I'm really looking forward to this. I know Sam from The Thoughts of Tomes, I think that's her channel name. I can never remember y'all's channel names. She really loves this book, and she really loves Kestrel as a main character, so I'm really excited to get to this finally, to own this, and I will definitely let y'all know my thoughts on this one. Next up, we have something that I'm very excited about, and this is the Kraus Project. I think that's how you pronounce Kraus or Kraus. Kraus? Is it Kraus? I'm not quite sure, but this is by Jonathan Franzen, who is a very celebrated novelist. He wrote The Corrections, which I have not read, but I definitely do want to read. This book is a little hard to explain, so I think I'm just going to read the dust jacket for you guys, because if I tried to explain it, it would really not go well. 100 years ago, the Viennese satirist Karl Kraus was among the most penetrating and far-sighted writers in Europe. In his self-published magazine, Die Fackrel, Kraus brilliantly attacked the popular media's manipulation of reality, the dehumanizing machinery of technology and consumer capitalism, and the jingoistic rhetoric of a fading empire. But even though he had a fervent following, which included Franz Kafka and Walter Benjamin, he remained something of a lonely prophet, and few people today are familiar with his work. Luckily, Jonathan Franzen is one of them. In the Kraus Project, Franzen not only presents his definitive new translations of Kraus, but annotates them spectacularly with supplementary notes from the Kraus scholar Paul Redier and the Austrian author Daniel Kielman. Kraus was a notoriously cantankerous and difficult writer, and in Franzen, he has found his match. A novelist unafraid to voice unpopular opinions strongly, a critic capable of untangling Krauss's often dense arguments to reveal their relevance to contemporary America. Painstakingly wrought, strikingly original in form, the Krauss Project is a feast of thought, passion, and literature. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I don't know anything about Karl Kraus, but here in the back it says he lived from 1874 to 1936. He was an Austrian satirist, correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, y'all, a playwright, poet, and journalist. And from 1899 until his death, he published the literary and political review Die Fackrel, which obviously that's an Austrian or / German pronunciation, so I'm probably butchering that. But I'm really excited about this. I love just like thought-provoking, philosophical type of books like this, and I've been wanting to get my hands on something written by Jonathan Franzen for an extremely long time, so you should probably look out because I will definitely be hauling the corrections soon, but I think I'm really happy to start with this one. Next in here I have a very notable play by Jane Wagner, and this is The Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe. And it's kind of a bestseller. It's been in print for 25 years. This cover is amazing, and I'm not quite sure what it's about, but there are illustrations in here, y'all. I think this is like kind of like a one-woman show / autobiographical show about this woman's life, Jane Wagner. I don't know that much about her. Oh, it's blurred by Gloria Steinem, a work of genius and compassion. So that is truly, truly extraordinary, and I'm excited. Right here in her little author's bio, Jane Wagner is the winner of 4 Emmy Awards, a Writers Guild Award, and 2 Peabody Awards. And she won 2 Peabody Awards for this play. And she also received the New York Drama Desk Award and the New York Drama Critics Circle Award. So as y'all know, I'm an actress and I'm heavily into plays and theater. I love stuff like this. I've heard about this play forever, since high school, and I've always wanted to read it and never had a chance. So I'm just really excited, and it looks like it's a very solid feminist work as well. As you can see, like I said, it was blurred by Gloria Steinem, which is amazing. And I'm just excited. The blurb in the back: poignant, sharp, and laugh out loud funny, The Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe first took Broadway by storm in 1985 and became an instant bestseller. The dramatic tour de force garnered numerous awards for playwright Jane Wagner and accolades for star Lily Tomlin, including a Tony for Best Actress. As a moving critique of modern society, this barbed but humorous play continues to resonate with truth and accuracy today. In a special afterword, cultural icons and influences Eve Ensler, oh my god, I adore Eve Ensler, Jane Fonda, Whoopi Goldberg, Jodie Foster, and others share their thoughts on how this classic affected their own lives and ours. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Next, we have something even more intriguing, and I saw this on Book Outlet and I grabbed it, and this is Burn This Book, edited by Toni Morrison. This looks absolutely fascinating, y'all. I've never heard of this, but basically it's just writers speak out on the power of the word, and Toni Morrison, Paul Auster, Russell Banks, Nadine Gordimer, Pico Ear, Salman Rushdie, Francine Prose, John Updike, Ed Park, David Grossman. So just a whole bunch of writers basically are talking about how powerful words are. Yeah, it's a powerful collection of essays that explore the meaning of censorship and the power of literature to inform the way we see the world and ourselves. I have no words. I'm speechless right now with excitement. Next up is another really interesting novel that I saw on Book Outlet, and I knew you just had to have it. And this is Acting White: The Curious History of a Racial Slur by Ron Christie. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. Oh wow. And right up here it says Barack Obama Keynote Address 2004 Democratic National Convention. We must eradicate the slander that says a black youth with a book is acting white. Yo, I have such a personal connection to this because ever since I came to America at such a young age, I've been accused of this for the longest because I speak correct English, because of my annotations, and, you know, just so many things. And I was always accused of not being black enough, not being tough enough, all these things. And I don't know, it's very personal topic to me. So that's another reason why I really want to read this, and just to know the historical stuff behind this slur and just what Ron Christie has to say about it, because this is something that I'm very passionate about. Next up, I have a children's book, and this is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Valente. And I believe this is about a young girl who, the title says it all, she circumnavigates Fairyland in a ship of her own making. I don't know too much about this. As y'all know, I rarely, read dust jackets and things like that. But I've seen these on so many booktubers channels, and people raving about this and loving this. I believe this is the first book in a series, so I'm just really excited to get to this one. As y'all know, I'm very passionate about children's literature, and it is one of my reading goals this year to read more children's literature, as well as to start collecting not only my favorite childhood novels, but just current children's novels that are out now. So this definitely helps with that goal, and I cannot wait to start this one. And the main character's name is September, which is amazing. September is a girl who longs for adventure. When she is invited to Fairyland by a green wind and a leopard, well, of course she accepts. Mightn't you? But Fairyland is in turmoil, and it will take one 12-year-old girl, a book-loving dragon, oh my god, I love dragons, and a strange and almost human boy named Saturday to vanquish an evil marquis and restore order. Not since Oz has there been a land or a cast of characters so rich and entrancing. I'm dying. Cannot wait. There are dragons. There's a kid named Saturday. I'm all about this life. All about it. Next up we have Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. And, Orson, I'm not sure how I feel about you as a human, but I'm really excited to read this novel. This is that place where you have to separate the art from the artist, or you will go mad. I have been hearing so much about this novel, and my friend over at Bree just recently read this and really enjoyed this and found it surprising and delightful. So it kind of encouraged me to pick this one up. The only thing is, I'm not so sure about this cover, y'all. It's a hardback, but it's like old school hardback. There's no dust jacket. And look, it's a whole galaxy inside. It's a galaxy. I hope y'all can see this. This is literally my first time looking at this. So it's not technically an unboxing, because I opened the boxes already. Sorry, y'all. Way too impatient. And these came like last week, so I had to. But I never went through the books, and I was saving that for y'all. Galaxy. Close up of the back. I hope you can see this. My camera isn't a DSLR, so. But yeah, I guess I'll keep it. It's interesting. Alright, I got some more stuff. Don't worry. Fail. Life fail. Oh! Here's another writer's book. Finding the Words. Writers on inspiration, desire, war, celebrity, exile, and breaking the rules. Edited by Jared Bland. Ooh. In Finding the Words, 31 well-known writers share deeply personal discoveries and stories that will surprise, delight, and stir the mind and heart, by turns inspiring, provocative, witty, and compelling. I can't read. I swear. These videos prove that I might be illiterate. Oh my god. Okay. By turns inspiring, provocative, witty, and compelling, these diverse and original pieces explore home, exile, and the search for a place to belong, community, creativity, celebrity, and the many forms power can take. And even better, proceeds from this volume will go to PEN Canada in support of its vital work and defense of freedom of expression, and on behalf of writers around the world who have been silenced. I was thinking about what happened in France with the cartoonists, because I am right now, and it's really hitting me, and it's just, oh, I'm so glad I got this. I'm so glad I got this, because I passionately believe in the freedom to express ourselves as writers, as artists, as human beings, and that shouldn't be silenced. That shouldn't be taken away from us. And I'm very passionate about the topic of identity, who we are, where do we belong. It's something I studied heavily while I was in college, and I was obsessed, which is the topic of identity. So, as you can see, I am so excited to read this. Here's another book that everyone is loving. No surprise. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Of course I was going to get this. If you need another person to synopsisize, my new word, this book, then I don't know what to tell you because it's been everywhere. But basically this is a fantasy and it's supposed to be damn good, and this is the first one in a series, and apparently this is a girl who can like break into people's minds, or she's psychic or something, and she uses it to solve crime, but like it's illegal to do that where she lives, or she's being hunted, or something's going on. Y'all know me, I don't read dust jackets, so yeah. Everyone's reading this. Don't hate me. Next, and last of all, last but not least, is Some Remarks. Yeah, that is the title. Some Remarks by Neil Stephenson. Neil Stephenson. And this is essays and other writing. So as y'all can see, I have quite the collection of like writing books and like essay collections going on here, because that's one of my goals, my reading goals for this year, is to read more short story collections, more essays, you know, more nonfiction, things of that nature. So I had to pick this up, and I find this cover very pretty and just very simple, clean, and beautiful. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this one's about once again, and I don't really feel like reading the dust jacket, sorry you guys, but it's basically just a collection of essays, and it's a remarks on society. It's a whole bunch of essays about a whole lot of things going on right now. The internet, wacko, religion, cluelessness of secular society, metaphysics, technology, freedom, commerce, and the Chinese, how Star Wars and 300 mirror, how Star Wars and 300 mirror who we are today, and what that spells for our future. Well, that is it for box number 1. I will have to I will have to haul the second box another time because it was getting to be kind of long and I didn't want, you know, that. So stay tuned for part 2 of this haul, and I cannot wait to show you the rest of the books that I got. I will catch you guys in part 2. Bye y'all. Mwah. And I just started thinking how easy it is to get used to living in your circumstances. After a certain period of time, you just get used to it. You just sort of acclimate yourself to your situation, and you adapt. You naturally just adapt because you need to survive. You need to survive what you're going through. You need to survive your situation, and you have to keep on going. You have to keep on living because life goes on. And in the midst of all this, today, and I'm filming this on Wednesday, January 28th, I want to say. So I don't know when this video vlog is gonna go up, but today